Hello, good morning. Hopefully, you can hear me okay. I'm going to do a collective energy read. My intention is to just bring forth some messages that will help support you wherever you're at on your journey. That's weird. And maybe to bring you a little bit of extra support or benefit. So if you're here with me right now, cycles are ending for you. You're going through this death process. It's felt very heavy, very exhausting. You've had to make a lot of decisions. You've had to navigate a lot of different, I want to say, perspectives and maybe outlooks. You have the death and rebirth card, and the Seven of Cups, which also means discernment. Like, you've had to be really discernment as you've been moving through this death process. And there's this essence when we move through death that feels really important to say, is that we often feel like so much grieving when we're moving through a death process that we forget, like, this too shall pass. It's a passing thing. This isn't forever. So if you're falling down, if you're falling into old habits and patterns, if you're having weak moments where you're like, oh, I haven't done that in a long time, like, why am I acting like this, or why am I doing that, or why is this happening? This is just the review before the let go. And so it's okay to have these weak moments. It's okay to fall back into those things that you know you have been working really hard on letting go of. And so that's where the discernment has been coming in. You've been trying to make the right decisions, trying to better your life, trying to support this process of transformation, to support this letting go of what no longer serves you and what isn't in alignment anymore. And a big message that is coming through is with death also means birth, right? With, like, what is being let go of is just creating space for what's coming in. And so it's like, this is the closing. It's already been closed. Take it how it resonates for you. But through your actions and choices and decisions of allowing yourself to confront these parts of you that you know aren't in service to you anymore and you know need to go, it's welcoming, right? It's like allowing the old to die and welcoming the new in. And then I also pulled an oracle card. It's called the Netcaster. Boom. And then 10 of Cups. It's so interesting because this collective energy we're all being led towards fulfillment. We're all being led towards this, and that's different for everybody, right? Not everybody has the same fulfillment journey or what brings them and lights them up and makes them feel the fullness and fulfillment within their hearts. So take that, whatever does resonate for you. And for some reason, it just feels like this abundance is coming in. And I don't know, I don't want to be like the rest of the tarot readers that are like, oh my God, this is coming in and that's coming in, because I listen to a lot of tarot and divine timing is always at play. So I'm not going to tell you that money's coming or that love is coming, but I am for certain that the new chapter that is starting, it is what is going to bring you more fulfillment. It is what's going to connect you to your heart space. It is what's going to be a much better chapter than the one that you've been moving out of, because you've learned those lessons. You've dealt with that. You've confronted those parts of yourself that you know needed to go. And so the rewards that come after that are 100% going to be 100 times better. I can't tell you what exactly those are or what that looks like, but it's going to feel better. It's going to make you happier. It's going to make you feel more love in your life. And whether that means with or without a partner, just love in your heart, love in your mind, love in your body. And I know a lot of us have been in this, like, moving through fluctuations of emotional instability. It's been a really heavy collective energy. And I just want to talk about it because I feel like we think we shouldn't be that way, or we have these thoughts like, oh, what's wrong with me? Or, and there's nothing wrong with feeling how you're feeling ever. Even if it doesn't make logical sense, you're allowed to feel lost sometimes. You're allowed to feel confused. You're allowed to be moving, right? There's always this transition period in the in-between where you're not in the old life and you're not yet in the new life, but you're in this like weird transitional period. And that's been like a really potent collective energy that I've been feeling. Is just like this uncomfortable, unfamiliar, like, oh, I'm not quite there yet, but I'm not where I used to be, so I guess it's like kind of good, but it's not comfortable where I am. And so I'm hearing patience, like let yourself be patient, take the rest you need, because it's almost like there's no more work to be done. Like you're in the transition phase already. It's already happening. The rebirthing is already happening. So there's really nothing more you need to do other than just allow yourself to move through the transitory period as necessary, and whatever that looks like for you. I've been feeling a lot of collective exhaustion, and so if taking a midday nap, if you can do that, or just like a 10-minute sacred pause where you can just allow yourself to focus on your breath and your breathing, and just like taking a brain pause. Because it's really easy for us to get lost in the mind chatter when we don't know what's going on and there's confusion, right? Our brain takes over and it's like, how do I compute what the is going on? And we're not supposed to always make sense of things. Sometimes we're just supposed to feel our way through what's happening, and that's okay. I know it's uncomfortable. Yeah, there's like so much new birthing right now. So we have the 9 of Cups in reverse, which is like, there's like the second fulfillment card. So we have the 10 of Cups and the 9 of Cups, which is interesting that we're going 10-9. So it's almost like we started taking the steps. It's like we've climbed to the top, the tippy top of the transition period, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And now we're starting to climb down towards our emotional fulfillment, towards this birthing process of what's coming. It feels like this is on the way, or it's already passed for you. Take it how it resonates, right? And again, on the way, you're on the way. There is momentum and seeds have been planted. Really, there's no more work to be done. Like you can walk with ease, ground yourself, touch the earth. It's really easy. Yeah, I keep feeling like I need to talk about how easy it is for us to get lost in our mind. And a lot of the times before we even know it, we're like in our head. You know what I mean? It's like you don't know that you're lost in your mental chatter until it's really bad sometimes. And so if that's you, I invite you to ground yourself. That seems to be like a really potent thing. And allow yourself to connect, right? Connect with nature, connect with the things that ground you. I often put my backgrounds as trees when I'm feeling really unstable, a lot of instability in my life, right? And as we're going through transition periods, that's normal, is to feel all the instability because the foundations in which we've built prior are crumbling. And so it's okay to be in this like, oh my God, I don't know what I'm standing on. There's no ground below me. That's when we need to ground ourselves the most. Otherwise our survival modes kick in and they're like, and start running patterns that aren't serving you, or picking up addictions, or whatever that looks like for you, whatever our coping or self-soothing mechanisms may be. So there is this need for grounding as we move through this transitory periods that we're moving through, or whatever you're moving through individually. And it's almost like I flipped to a page in my book, in my journal, because there's always very great little things if I flip to them. And today was fight for your faith, right? So we can fight for our limitations. We can fight for our anger. We can fight for how right I am and how wrong they are, right? We can fight for all kinds of things, but fight for faith. Fight for your faith. If you're going to put in an energy into anything, let it be something that is going to hold you up, which is your faith. And to follow that, there she is. She's looking at her faith. That's to me like she's keeping her eye on the spark, no matter how little it is. It's small right now. It can be really small, but keep your eyes on that prize. whatever that is for you. What lights you up? What brings you joy? What brings you fulfillment? What is that fulfillment to you? What does that look like to you? It doesn't have to look like what everybody thinks it should look like, right? I thought it was $1 million until I realized, like, I just want to sit in front of my YouTube and my soul tribe and offer what lights me up. And that, at the end of the day, is all I want. It doesn't matter if there's $1 million in the bank or not, right? So find what lights you up. Is it music? Whatever that passion is for you, and that is what's going to serve you and allow you to keep developing this sense of confidence as you move through this transitory period and into what's coming. I didn't intend for this to be so long, but we're going to read this oracle card really quick. It's called Netcaster. Preparations for come to fruition. Preparations come to fruition, a surprise, a result beyond expectations. The netcaster arrives to tell you to stop praying for the fish. They have arrived, and it's time that you cast your net, lest they swim away. Making sure you can still see that. But it has been so long since your prayers were answered that you have forgotten how to receive what is being offered to you. Put down the prayer beads and open your arms and your heart to the rewards beyond measures. Cast your net. Take this next step that you have been planning for so long. Remember that the fish wait for no one, so time is of the essence. Heaven and earth are in perfect alignment for your victory. The stars are positioned for success. The only one who can spoil the perfection of this moment is you. If you ask, do I really deserve this? You will sabotage the magic and shatter the crystalline flawness of the now. The netcaster can also arrive to bring you bad news, to tell you that you have been snared in someone's trap and must wriggle free. Right now, it feels comfortable enough, even as the net begins to tighten around you. Do not wait until it is suffocating you before realizing you must escape and run for your life. It is still early enough to exit gracefully. That part reminds me of like when the mental chatter, or, you know, getting in our head about something, feeling the instability, getting caught in the instability, right? It doesn't have to be a person or a thing, but it can be like a pattern that we've exercised for some period of time. Bide your time until all conditions are right. Go to your place of stillness, of deep quiet, and watch for the signs that a new opportunity has arrived. Right now, you are patient because you feel that things will go your way. Learn to be patient with the people and situations that are more challenging, right? So again, it comes right down into that transition that we're moving through, and it's okay to feel uncomfortable. If you feel like a personal reading would support you, please do feel free to reach out. I have super affordable time slots and offerings, just because I honestly feel like everybody does deserve to have access to healing and to guidance. And if I didn't have that affordable offerings when I was going through these upgrades, then I would have been really stuck. And so if you feel like a personal reading could benefit for you, please feel free to reach out. It would be my honor to hold that space for you. I love you all. Have a blessed rest of your day.